Good afternoon. My name is Jacqueline Johnson Moses, and for just a few minutes, we will talk about phonological and phonemic awareness. While these terms are related, they are not the same, but they are both a part of early reading and they often get confused. We will take a closer look and see what they are and how they work together to support and develop children's reading. What is phonological awareness? Phonological awareness is the sound system of language. It includes the understanding of words, rhyming ability, understanding syllabus, and phonemic awareness. Phonological awareness happens at the level of words and syllabus. It helps children to hear and manipulate the sound structure of spoken language. For example, when a child is able to identify rhyming words or count syllables and name, they are developing phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is when children can develop concept of a word by clapping for each word they hear in a sentence. Children understand rhyming when they can identify rhyming words and generate their own rhymes. Playing games, reading books, singing songs and nursery rhymes are all ways that children can develop rhyming. To develop understanding of syllabus, children can clap to parts of a word. Phonemic awareness is an important component of phonological awareness. In simple terms, phonemic awareness is knowing that our speech, our language, is composed of a sequence of sounds and that those sounds, when they are put together, they form words. When children have phonemic awareness, they know how to segment, blend, and manipulate sounds and words. Phonemic awareness is the foundational skill that children need to become fluent readers and spellers. It should begin to happen before children are even introduced to the alphabet. When children receive explicit instruction in phonemic awareness, including rhyming games and substitution and segmenting activities, they tend to be more successful than their peers who do not receive the same type of instruction. So for those children who do not pick up on these skills, they need a more structured step-by-step method of acquiring phonemic awareness skills. In an article written by Kelly Johnson, Phonological Awareness and What You Need to Know, Johnson states that children need systematic and sequential instruction that teaches those skills in a logical order. For example, they would start with rhyming and identifying the beginning sounds of words. Once they've mastered those skills, they move on to blending and dividing words into their individual sounds. The last thing that they would probably learn in phonemic awareness is how to substitute sounds to make new words. There are some strategies that I would like to share with you to help support children in developing phonemic awareness skills. Rhyming is when children need to be provided with opportunities to hear and identify rhymes or words with the same ending sounds. Rhyming words like fan, pan, van, or hat, bat, cat, even matching pictures that rhyme or reading books that rhyme. Another strategy is blending, listening to the separate sounds and then combining those sounds to make words. Segmenting is when children hear or see a word and then break it into separate sounds. Helping children to develop an understanding of sounds and words supports their phonemic awareness skills. There are some activities that we can share to help children in developing phonological and phonemic awareness. For vocabulary activity for a small group, um, word walls are a good way to introduce children to vocabulary. Even making handmade vocabulary books, where each time a child learns a new word in your classroom or in your home, just have children write the word down on maybe an index card and just you can probably put a little metal ring, and each time that they write a word on an index card, they can put it on that ring, and then they can have their own little vocabulary books. Um, Another activity that we can do for small group letter naming is have an alphabet chart. Have pictures that corresponds with each letter. For example, A might be a picture of an alligator or a picture of an apple. And children can see A and it says A is for alligator, or B is for ball, or B is for balloon. Just have a picture that they can correspond with that letter. And they are making those connections with those letters and sounds. For a small group activity for listening, um, one of my favorites is the telephone game, where you there is one child that you choose, you say something to them in their ear, and then they have to tell someone else, and then that person tells the next person, and then the last person in that group will say it out aloud. Or another fun one is just creating and making up a story. Ask a child to just start a story, and then another child in the group would add a sentence to that story, and the next one, and then until everyone gets a chance to contribute to the story. For a speaking activity, and this is also a favorite activity of mine, called the conversation station. Have pictures of different items in a basket. Have children pick one and talk to each other about the picture. If a child may not have any background knowledge about a certain picture, then they can put that one back and choose another one from the basket. And just give every child a chance to talk about the picture and have a conversation about what their picture is. For comprehension and reading, reading comprehension is a vital skill for young children and an important component of literacy development. When we're reading stories to young children, just ask them open-ended questions about the story you've read. Give children a chance to get engaged with the story time. For writing, using letters, you can just be creative. Use dry erase boards and let children practice writing and tracing letters. Our children need phonemic awareness to become successful readers. For rhyming books, I love Dr. Seuss books for rhyming. And one of my favorites is The Green Eggs and Ham. And children, no matter how many years go by, that is one of the favorite Dr. Seuss books. It's Green Eggs and Ham. And so I encourage you, as parents and teachers, to read to children as often as possible. Read to them, sing to them, talk with them as many times to build their interest. in sounds and words and language. Thank you.